This na the Liberty Review with me, Princess Pias.
This na the Liberty Review with me, Mohamed Kamara.
This na the Liberty Review with me, Mariatu Sherif.
Inside this program, we go look at plenty things them we happen na salon throughout the week.
Things like politics, sports, courts, the environment, disability, woman and girl picking them business, and plenty other issues them.
So stay tuned. Now we Liberty Facebook page and self YouTube channel and all that social media platform them for the Watch the Liberty Review where they come to you every Saturday from 6 to 7 o'clock na net. Also you go get all you views them but still them where they happen.
The Liberty
Review.
This na the Liberty Review with me, Princess Pias.
This na the Liberty Review with me, Mohamed Kamara.
This na the Liberty Review with me, Mariatu Sherif.
Inside this program, we go look at plenty things them we happen na salon throughout the week.
Things like politics, sports, courts, the environment, disability, woman and girl picking them business, and plenty other issues them.
So stay tuned. Now we Liberty Facebook page and self YouTube channel and all that social media platform them for the Watch the Liberty Review where they come to you every Saturday from 6 to 7 o'clock na net. Also you go get all you views them but still them where they happen.
The Liberty
Review.
Hello and welcome to the program One-on-One where they come to you live from the Liberty Online TV. This net, I sit down with a historian. We also double as the chairman for the Monuments and Relics Commission. If you watch the Liberty Breakfast show this morning, you go know say the theme we look at na culture and heritage. We focus on salon culture. We take una through a journey. Also show una some of the historic places them where salon get. And culture and heritage sites them. Now one way for Let Salon promote tourism and also make money. Now a pleasure for sitting with Joseph Kaifala this net. Good evening and welcome to the Liberty One-on-One program.
Good evening, thank you.
All right, let me start for talk about small salon, some of the significant history of Sierra Leone, where you feel say people they need for know, we go identify we as Sierra Leoneans.
Right. So for me, we go to the beginning of the beginning, the Mani invasion. You know, now most countries around the world, and they talk of founding fathers. Salon, we get a major founding mother. The leader of the Mani invasion, now being woman, Queen Masariko. And the reason the Mani invasion very important in the history of this country, now because now that invasion they bring into existence at least 3 ethnic groups: the Mende, the Loko, and the Shabro. The name Shabro itself comes from the name of one of the Mani warriors, Sherabola. So the Mani invasion been very important to the ethnic creation of Salon. And that part of history I find very interesting. And then later on in history, when slavery ended, and choose this coast, Freetown especially, as a home for the resettlement of liberated blacks from all over the world. Then they're very important because what thing they do for we is bring a whole new group of cultures in Salon. So now that make we culture very rich, unlike very many other places in the world. We can trace ourselves to many other African and West African countries, and maybe probably other countries across the world. From the Maroons, we have heritage in Jamaica. From the Poor Blacks, we have heritage in England. And from the Nova Scotians, we have heritage in the United States of America. So we're a very unique country now on this coast, and these are the history and culture that we need for sale and make sure say people they understand what inform the essence of being Sierra Leonean.
This small history of how they discover Salon and how Freetown become a province. We just explained. So I believe say people who they watch with this net don't enjoy them, don't get an understanding of how Usao starts and Usao this so. But for let people able for own the rich culture where Salone gets now, like a challenge. Waiting at the approach as a chairman of the Monument and Relics Commission, what you want for take for encourage Sierra Leone and them for know more about the history and also own up to the culture?
Right. I think one of the approach we get for take now teaching and showcasing. People they're not going to like what they don't know. So unless we tell them the history of their culture, they're not going to know what's in the culture. So if you don't know what's in the culture, you're not going to value them. But when we tell them, very now, I don't tell people that say the Shabro came from Sherabola because they meet up the Boulon people, then divide them into two. So the northern Boulon remained Boulon, the southern Boulon became Shabro. But people they don't know that information. Now they do. Now they get more interest in their identity, than cultural identity. So what we need for do is now for bring history to the people. You see, Boku historians, and what make me form of history very different is Boku historians then can write for library, for academic purposes. Me, they make sure say history now fun activity for people them. So where I've been there, secondary school, I've been there one Liberian teacher where they teach in very simple form. And he can say, they teach the way the prophets then been teach, where they bring new religion for let people that understand them. Now the same way I teach history. For instance, recently I take Bones Island. Every now and then people then go tell you the story of Bones Island because now they them in the cell slave them. But then they no one they tell them of the human story where they take place. Like would that be the collect rents for the island? Chief Samo then tell and say, ever mass on the island. Now they take rent for the island, but ever mass there. Because the Moriman tell and say, if he mass on the island go sink. In fact, one time one of the slave trader then big and say for let it go up for dinner. Now he say, well, the gods then say I no mass na the island. So I not get for mass na the island. When I take me up inside me boat, I not get for come on inside the boat. So boys then total with the boat. They can go up Bones Island for let go eat. So as far as in concern, mass na the soil. So violates the rule. So you get for bring them story then the human history for let people then able gain interest in history. If you write like how Sierra Leonean historians they write, as we can say in big English, verbosity, people they know they understand the story. You know they speak big words on yourself. They know they get interest, and now that way they may want bring history to the people.
For bring history or for promote tourism and culture, it take a whole lot of resources, as I stated this morning during the breakfast show. And when you look at the budgets where government they allocate to your commission, not to anything for be proud of. Now you don't come, you want to embark on lots of projects then. For say they prioritize culture and tourism, you have to be intentional about them. How serious government be for promote or rebrand Salone culture and tourism?
Well, the government specifically serious about tourism right now. And a whole new committee there in Parliament right now, particularly for tourism and culture. The process still they go on. We'll still they try for communicate to them for make sure say the Monuments and Relics Commission become one of the most important parts of tourism in this country. And that means say they need for give more resources for let we able expand the tourism space. Because as of now, I not like you. Whenever people then they talk of tourism, we have fine beach then. Yes, we do. But Ghana self beach did it.
Of course.
What thing we need for do is invest in we unique monuments and relics for diversify with tourism space. So people then go able can have for other thing other than just the beach. Because they can go many other countries in the world for beach. But things and then at this country when I no more than belong. And I don't think
the
them they
issue
will
of the beach them, it's like a fixed notion and the mindsets of Sierra Leonean them. Because if you go any side where they ask you about salon, the first thing we go out for sellouts na the beach.
Yes,
where other exciting places then they where you go able for sellout. But some of the exciting places there, so the Gola Forest, for example, now a whole jungle land for go there, you they stay because of infrastructure, you don't reach there for get side for sleep, you know, if you manage for get side for sleep, they mosquito them too much. And some of them place there, so that place will give money back to government. Waiting at your approach.
The approach now for place more value on them places than they and make them accessible to the people. Give them the information, say this place here there, and I then think cultural value there you go get if you go there. Whenever I can go to them place, then they take picture. But good people then they get interest for go there. So then they don't teach me say we need for put more value. We need for make an accessible, visible, popularize, and so people then go see them. As I talked this morning, when we do Dandy, capitalism and the free market economy go create competition. And therefore, if you go lodge some sideway mosquito then the next man in results go try for make sure say mosquito no dey so that you go lodge to him. You see how hotel them kuna free to now because now all man day. If you go now one hotel you not clean, the next time you they go now other side. The results then at this coast then boku. If you go now one results decent, you go on the other side. We get few results then when are they most people then they go because they get standard. The one the way they not get standard, people they not go there. Now so free market economy they work. But we as institutions need for make sure say we put value, we popularize, we showcase, and make sure that these places interesting to we people them for let them go there for leisure.
You don't think say UNICEF as an institution for take the bold step for put huge investment in some of the infrastructural challenges that I already talk about? Yes.
In fact, and that make what they appeal for let Parliament increase with money because now we get the mandates for bill and make them place they are decent so that when people then can they then go get standard treatment where they go enjoy. You don't go pay money, you go some side, you come out frustrated. That need to spoil your entire holiday. We monuments that we need for make sure say then they up to world class so that when people then go there, then go get full history and enjoy the site. We need for invest in training with tour guides them so that history more entertaining. Like I say, me not believe in history for textbooks and putting on the shelves. I believe in history where it will make people then identify. When you tell the story of the coming of the Mende people, let every Mende person understand in heritage and enjoy them. When you tell the story of the creation of what we call now the Creole Society of Freetown, let every Creole person and essentially every Sierra Leonean enjoy this melting pot of culture where we don't create. So we get the responsibility for create the infrastructure and then leave the business to private sector.
Lots of places then they win a historic sites them, but they don't declare it as a national monument. The Gola Forest, for example.
Yes.
Waiting at you plan for ensure say you make declaration of different cultural sites them so that people would know say officially this not a monument.
Right. As we speak right now, are they compile list and soon enough we'll get for turn to the public for give more ideas and suggestions of places where we need for proclaim. Then in a part of we work for make sure say we get our places and send them to the president to proclaim as national monuments. And the importance of that is now one way down the way we can protect inside here. Because the moment the president don't proclaim an as a national monument or relic, we will not go able to destroy and nobody not go able to change and without come to the, even for renovate them as the commission give mandate for do so. So before I left the Monuments and Relics Commission, I therefore make sure say we existing monuments they multiply because Boku sites then at this country where I believe say for protect and we'll therefore do a lot of that.
Apart from the one that we get planned for declare as officially a monument site, the one that we already don't exist, they need overhaul rebranding. You need for put things then they we go make for me if I go work on any of their site then they I don't need too much explanation. I go able to find the exact thing we go tell me the story of that particular site.
Right.
How you plan for gather some of them things there so and try for maybe do a overhaul rebranding of the various sites then.
So right now 3 things we do. I don't order few people at the commission for beginning for work on this. The official plaque where they go up outside the monuments and relics, they forget enough information. That's 1. 2, I don't tell them, say, any citizen able go online and type in, say, for instance, Bones Island. And Google Map for able show exactly outside Bones Island there. 3, on all we websites and social media pages, then we need to make sure, say, adequate description of them sites and they did it, so that even without tour guide, person go able read about the site and then go for the visit. So we try for make sure say we provide then information there on various media and avenue, so that with or without tour guide you go able to enjoy with monuments and relics.
Apart from monuments and relics, cultural practices them day we symbolic to Salone people where them be done they do, you don't need for remind everybody the culture of storytelling. Like we gonna communities na net, the moon they shine, everybody they come out, they listen to storytelling, the culture of dance and music, people and they dance, clap na net, all of them things they are so done they phase out from the communities. Any plan for revamp them back?
Well, so something that can necessary reawaken other things then. So one part of the plans then where we get now for encourage more people then for you see, for good people then have Freetown, not to add them come on. We all get homes them outside of Freetown. But we know the good day. When we encourage people then for go back now the villages, because Boko of them villages in this country, then in the way they describe they stay happy day. But we sit down at this Freetown no more. They enjoy this rat race. We know they go back to with people them. So waiting Mickey encourage Sierra Leoneans and every holiday take you picking them. Or if you not get picking, you say go back now your village, even if for 1 or 2 nights. You go see say then culture, then they are not die completed. And when you land them and you come back now Freetown, you self for make sure say you the practice and which you don't picking them and even your friends. Or I can get my friends them around. I use complete cultural method of storytelling for make them interested in what I want to convey to them. What can teach me this is even history where they be in a secondary school. They can always enjoy them because I know I teach them the way the teacher they teach them. I make them a folklore so that they go understand. And we culture again, as you rightly mentioned, not to just monuments and relics. We get music. We get dance. But now, some people then they find out even shameful for dance, cultural dance, because it's not cool. But then when you look at other countries, then, you know, one of the cultures that I can enjoy the most way, I can watch them cultural dance is not the Igbo people. It's very enjoyable for watch. And I hope, say, by the time we're done with this period, the Sierra Leoneans then go value their culture, their dances, their music. Now that make I mentioned this morning, say, one of the plans now for proclaim musical relics and natural monuments.
When you look at the UNESCO heritage list, it is say funding day for country them we don't make them na the list to the Japan UNESCO fund, and now the commission seem for the struggle with funding. How you go prioritize some of them things because the roadmap already there now for just completion and make sure say they inscribe Salone as heritage at the UNESCO heritage site so that you will able to get access to them funding in there.
To be quite honest, one of the reasons why we're not there as well, many of we sites are not to UNESCO sites and because we will not pursue them over the years. I therefore put every necessary effort for pursue the idea that 1 or 2 of the monument sites and for become UNESCO sites. And recently they talked to somebody we get a connection at UNESCO and they tell me say one of the problem now that they not get enough African sites for proclaim. And here we are with all these sites. So when you don't give me that information, I therefore pursue every necessary site, every necessary route for make sure say Salone, at least one of the monuments then they on the UNESCO heritage list.
Well, it will be a very big win for you.
Well, that is the plan. It will be a win for all of Salone because we need for the day. Because when you day on a UNESCO heritage site, it makes that site very important on the globe. So some people then before they travel on a UNESCO heritage sites, then they go. Then they go search who site the sites, then they decide how for travel. So once we there on that list, then they also go improve the amount of tourists the way they can in the country.
Earlier, you talk about awakening some of the already established heritage sites there, and one I go want for take you to now the Peace Museum, or the old Special Court building, where you go they get too much for learn about. Women say that monument site they need lots of work, need attention. They part of your top priority list?
Yes, as I mentioned earlier, the entire special court and its facilities now one of the most important heritage sites in this country, and I therefore make sure say I highlight that primarily for make sure say even the main courthouse I proclaim as a national monument. And that will ensure, say, we improve the exhibition within at the Peace Museum and expand them because the main courthouse now a huge space. We even plan for build new monuments in front of that courthouse there. Sort of symbolic monument to the work we then do there. And Madam Binta Mansarena, person we don't work a lot over the years for even get that small Peace Museum where we get. They don't get me now. So I therefore work with them really hard for let make sure say we expand the space, tell the story of the conflict, our transitional justice mechanism, and learn from what we go through during the war, but feel very proud of what we achieve at the end of the war. The kind of transitional justice process we will get now are very unique. We did very well in the concept of forgiveness, truth and reconciliation, and international justice. When people then they study international law and international justice, this country need for be one of the countries that we then visit because we set many precedents in international law and international justice where the whole world can learn from.
All right. In case you just tune in, the program now one-on-one. It comes to you live from the Liberty Online TV Facebook page and YouTube. This net, Asido with Joseph Kaifala, the chairman for the Monuments and Relics Commission, and also a historian where we talk about Salone culture and also some of the monument sites them where according to them, it say it get plan for improve on the monument sites there. So we will give you a clear picture as a tourist or as a Sierra Leonean where you come to the country, we able for know Usai and Usai for go land but Salone culture. We still continue with the conversation. We don't talk a lot of things them we get for do with history and also some of the monuments and relic sites them. Now let we look at your top priority list. You just assumed office after we parliament be approve your nomination with His Excellency be make. What are your first targets and how you go ensure say you left a landmark na the Relic Commission?
Right. So I don't divide my work into three areas. Primarily, we need urgent response to existing monuments and relics. We need for clean some of the sites, protect some of the sites, renovate and preserve many of the sites. So then the first priority then we need for make sure say waiting we get, we protect them for now. And make sure say Sierra Leoneans and continue for enjoy that day. Secondly, I intend for proclaim new monuments. This will happen in a few stages because the process is very interesting. So, but I get for proclaim new monuments, places where I feel they need immediate protection, because the reason for the Monuments and Relics Commission is now for give protection to sites so that it will not go ruin them. as we heritage sites. So I gave a list of a few places where I want to protect immediately.
I hope say the special court building we dilapidated now the part of them.
This old special court, the main courthouse now, one pan the number one spaces and then they where I want to protect, especially because for let you know fall beyond that. Once we don't protect her, we'll be able to find resources for fix and put her and plans then they in place for make sure say we renovate her and make them very nice for Sierra Leoneans and for continue for enjoy. Other places then they now the country where we're in a very important spaces to national heritage, but we don't left them for many years. We not they look at them. I want proclaim them and protect them and use them for teach with cultural values. And of course, I mentioned earlier that I get for do something we not happen at the Monuments and Relics Commission since its founding. Proclaim music and monuments and relics, and also natural monuments and relics. So then are the number 2 plan. 3, now for build new monuments, especially under we new mandate with the TRC give for become responsible for symbolic reparations. Symbolic reparations entails